Hello and welcome to Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen.
Hi.
Well, hello, Mrs. Farmer. How did you get here?
I smelt food, so I come on up.
You know what? Today, the food that we're cooking, you're going to be able to smell it from a mile away, and we're going to have to, I need a big stick to chase people away.
Do you? Well, you quit.
You know how sometimes when you're at the fair and you smell certain things that you got to have, even though a funnel cake or whatever, you know you really shouldn't have, but you got to have it. Mm-hmm. This is one of those things that has that smell that makes you drift. You ever see the cartoons, Bugs Bunny floating towards the food? There's going to be people floating up here. It's that good. But you know what? A lot of people are asking about the farm and the animals. And let's have a quick update. Milton got a haircut. That's right. Okay. He looks good. The dogs need one. Yes, they do. It's about time. They're shedding. We're going to brush them off real good. They're a mess. They've been rolling in the mud. Maybelle has taken up with Mojo Jr., you call him Jersey Boy.
She loves him. She loves him.
He's doing well. Now, as you know, on Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen, we do as much as we can here, whether it's finding stuff to eat in the woods, whether it's mushrooms or dandelions or whatever. We do as much as we can here. We like to hunt and fish and bring that in. We like to raise our own animals for our consumption and bring them to our kitchen if we can. We like to know where our food comes from, as a lot of people do nowadays. We do have an interesting story today, though. As we wait for the charcoal to get perfect, and it's almost there. Okay. We have a great recipe today.
And I'm starving.
You're starving.
Yeah, I'm starving.
And it's quick and it's easy, but it's beautiful. Good. It's beautiful. But we do have an animal coming in today, but it is not an animal that's going to end up on the table. Let's go right now and meet our new critter. All right, now let me tell you what's going on here. This is obviously a voiceover after the fact. But Kelly thinks that we're going down to get footage of a new alpaca that's coming in, which we are getting one very soon. And there's an interesting story there, but the story here is it's almost Kelly's birthday, and Kelly has been wanting a miniature donkey or a burro forever, and she's non-relenting. So she doesn't know it, but it's not going to be an alpaca getting off of this trailer. It's going to be her new baby, Holly. It's a 1.5-year-old miniature donkey. She has no idea. She thinks she's videoing alpaca, and let's just watch what happens here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Kelly. Happy birthday. Kelly, this was all planned around you today. We couldn't say anything, but there's your birthday present. Kelly, look at me. See how sneaky we are? Real quick, are we both? He said happy birthday. Now, she's been wanting one forever, but since we lost our baby to the buzzards, not only do you have a pet, we have a guard animal now. So happy birthday, Kelly.
Thank you.
All right, let's go see the baby.
I'm just gonna move out here. Holly. I like Holly. Because it's like Christmassy too, and she was born around Christmas. She's allowed to be the one without an M.
Now they got in together, and the young calf and Holly were wanting to play. But Maybelle's so protective because she's had a bad experience with her last calf. But finally they got together and started playing, and everybody's happy, and I think Holly's gonna love it here. So happy birthday, Kelly. So you're hungry?
I'm starving.
How hungry?
I'm starving, always.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
20. You haven't fed me in a while. I'm starving.
Is that your ribs sticking out?
Yes.
We got to feed her.
My bones. I got bones.
All right. I got pork today. Now these are a little thicker than I like, but that's all we had. Now you can do this with skirt steak, flank steak, real thin pieces, and you can lay these out and cook the fire out of them. This is a marinade. So if you're going on a camping trip, and you just got to keep it cool, obviously. But this needs to marinate about probably 6 hours, 6, 7 hours, something like that. I like to throw the 7 there because everybody puts 6 and 8 and 4.
So you got to change it up.
Do this for 7
exact.
and 2/10 of an hour.
Right, or it'll
7 and 2/10 is perfect. So we're going to do that. All right, we've got our little Sportsman's Grill, the Lodge deal set up.
I love
and this
that.
is so great because you can not only grill on that, but you can cook on it.
Right.
It's just like a
It's
burner.
cute as can be.
We did a thing in Maysville, beginner's Dutch oven cooking.
Yeah.
And folks were amazed that we just took a little aluminum pan. We didn't want to burn the grass up too bad, but we put coals in there. Heat is heat, regardless. And very smart people, a very good bunch of people, but they'd never done it before. They were amazed that you could take charcoal and cook just like you would cook in the oven. 350 degrees in your lodge pan is just like 350 degrees in your oven or on your stove top.
Right.
Let's talk about how we're gonna make this beautiful marinade. It's kind of a Korean barbecue
I'm ready.
recipe.
I'm ready.
And it's similar to my wings that I made a long time ago, but it's very easy. Let's just go ahead and start with our rice vinegar. When you marinate, it starts to break down some of the stuff
Right.
in the meat and make it more tender as it cooks. Let's just put 2 tablespoons in there.
Right.
And let's get our base in there. This is a half a cup of soy sauce. That's gonna give you your salty. We're gonna have some sweet. So we're gonna go, I tell you what, let's go a little over a half. Good
Just
size.
half and some to spare.
And a shake or 2.
Good.
There you go. Now we're gonna come back with our sweet,
Okay.
and that is half a cup of brown sugar. And then we're gonna come in with some sesame oil. Let's do 2.5 tablespoons of that.
Okay. That's good stuff. I like
That
that.
is good stuff. We're gonna mix this as we go. I just can't tell you how delicious this is.
Smells good already.
When you get it going over the grill, I don't know if there's a better smell. And then let's come in with some sesame seeds. Yeah, that's good.
Good.
That's probably 2.5 tablespoons. All right, now let's come back with some 3 or 4 garlic cloves. Now let's get some green onions. Well, let's use 2 since that's what we've got.
All right. About that size.
Yep, keep on going, keep on going, and keep on going. Let's pop that in here. Now, can you imagine what this smells like already?
Yummy.
And last thing, this is according to how much heat you want in them. I'm just gonna use some red pepper flakes, crushed. You can go as much as or a little as you want, or none at all. We like things with a little bite to it, but not enough to make you sweat. The
That's your
most
magic.
important ingredient is fresh ginger. And we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of grated ginger. Oh, there's one element of television that is missing.
The smell?
You get the visual, but you don't get
the
the
smell.
olfactories. And I'm sorry,
We can smell
but you
for 'em.
can't smell.
We can smell.
I'm telling you, it really
Smells
smells
good.
good. Now let's take our little gallon bag
All right.
and let's take, this is enough for you and me and maybe one of the kids.
Okay, maybe
Might
give
like
Kelly a
some of
bite.
their,
Just Kelly.
all right, let me mix this up. Let's put that in the bag. We gotta scrape all that goodness out. Oh, now we're gonna put our pork in there and we're gonna let that go for 7.28 hours.
Exact, or it won't work out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yummy.
It's a beautiful thing. Let's put that in the cooler.
All right.
And look how that's darkened up.
Oh, so good.
Now wait until you smell.
Oh, wow.
Wait till it hits the heat. Now the great thing about this little grill is, like I said, you can use it as a grill and you can use it as a burner. And just give it 1 second. Smell that?
Smells good.
It's ridiculous. Now you could put those on a shish kebab, have meat on a stick.
That'd be good too,
But anyhow, you notice I've left a little space here. Why did I leave space?
because you're making something else.
Because I want this to come out about the same time as something else. I'm gonna let that pan start warming up. You notice I got more charcoal over here, less over here, because we don't want this to get as hot.
I love that little pan. We found that when we were
That little
camping
pan is
too.
great.
I love it.
All right, if you will, Nikki, just kind of take these beans and clip off the ends, make them a
All right.
little bit shorter.
Okay.
Just maybe snap them in half. But this is easy and tasty and good. It'll be the perfect side to this. Even if you don't like green beans, I bet you would like these. We're gonna take our green beans and we're just gonna lightly turn them. Yeah, and everybody's done this recipe and you've seen this everywhere, but this is a very quick and easy way if you're gonna do anything that has kind of an Asian flavor. We're out here and we've already got this out. So here's our salt.
Yum.
Here's our seasonings. And I'm gonna do just a little bit, just a tiny bit of red pepper flakes. And just for a little added flavor, to give it a little zing,
Yummy.
just a little bit of sesame oil.
Those are gonna be good.
I could drink this.
That's gonna be good.
And the last ingredient in the green beans, I almost forgot, is some diced garlic. And look, you talk about a quick dinner. Let's take a look at one of these. You want grill marks, and we've got grill marks. Look
Yummy.
at that, look at that.
I
Now
love that
you
little
can use
cooker.
some of the marinade too if you'd like to put on that as you're moving along.
That cooker's wonderful.
It is wonderful. Now we're gonna take our garlic, 1 clove, boom, and look what we've got.
I like that.
You know that we like to catch, grow, hunt as much stuff as we possibly can. And something else we like to do is travel around the state.
Yes, we do.
Recently, I talked to my old buddy, Lance Sasser, who is probably one of the best guys out there for
Nice guy,
stripers.
too. Nice guy.
Nice guy. Gentleman. He's a, you know, there's a rare sportsman out there who is humble and intelligent. I mean, this guy is well studied,
Right.
but he chose to be on the water, and he made that his way that he makes a living. He's a good guy and
he
a
made
great
it fun.
fisherman.
He made it fun.
We caught some big fish. People say, oh,
Right.
the striper's not worth eating. Let me tell you what,
They were huge.
and it's worth eating.
And Brenda had fun. Who'd only
Brenda?
caught, her biggest fish was like this ever in her life.
Yeah, so she wanted to catch a big fish, so we took Brenda and Bobby out,
And she lost her
friends of
mind.
ours, because we never heard the end.
Even at
Oh, caught
restaurants.
a big fish. Yes, she was showing people. But Brenda is still talking about her big fish, and we will be having future recipes. Now, let me tell you what, when it comes to seafood, we got it covered because we have a connection
Right.
now. And when we need to get good seafood, we go to E-Town.
That's right.
Or we go to the truck.
Right, the truck's nice
But
too.
every now and then, if we decide to catch some fish, we go to the water. Kentucky has the most beautiful state parks in the world.
They do. They're always on the water. They're beautiful.
And they're available. Many people
Yeah.
forget about the resource
Right.
that we're blessed with, and they forget that, hey, if I'm going to many of the larger lakes, they have state parks all around.
Cabins.
We
rooms.
stayed in a cabin with Bobby and Brenda, and it was beautiful.
Right.
We looked out the back deck at all kinds of wildlife. There's a pawpaw patch right back there.
That's right.
There's actually pawpaws on them.
And we made dinner for them, so we were able to cook dinner, sit outside. It was
Sit
fun.
outside, play some music.
And they had they had breakfast. We were able to eat breakfast.
And this was Cumberland Lake State Resort
Right.
Park. Absolutely beautiful. Every one of them is beautiful. We're thinking about maybe talking about doing a little live taping down there of the show at Jenny Wiley State Park.
That'd be fun.
If we do that, we'll let you know later. But let's go take a look at these fish that we caught. Absolutely outstanding, huge fish, and we got many dinners
Yes, we
in
did.
our near future. Lance, we haven't done this in a while. But you know what? Everybody has their own reasons to fish. Some people like the sport of it. I have a friend who doesn't like striper meat. He says, "I've got some striper. Would you like to eat it?" And I'm like, "Hey, well, yeah, I'd like it."
That's a good buddy to have.
You know what? I have had at my disposal fish from all over the place. And I don't know that there's better fish. And I mean this sincerely. When you take and cut out a restaurant-sized portion of that white meat, if there's any red meat, obviously cut that out. You take that, and we've made it with rosemary and red wine. We've made it with a lemon, butter, caper sauce.
Yep.
You spend a lot of time doing this. You've been doing this for 25 years. And you're
25
still
years.
not getting old.
Not yet. I still love it.
You're your own boss.
Yep, my own. Well, I'm married, so I don't know about that.
But you know what? We got fish in the cooler.
Yep, we do.
How many times can you come out and spend an hour and come back with, you know, maybe 50 pounds of fish? What have we got? Maybe more?
More than that. Yeah, well more than that. Yeah, with the one over 20 pounds,
If you had to buy that at the store.
it'd be a lot.
What size are they when they put them in there, Lance?
About an inch long.
About an inch long. What's their growth rate?
They'll be like 15 inches the first year,
That's unreal.
up to about 18, 20 the second, and then 22 to 25 the third.
Wow. If somebody wants to fish with you, how do they get a hold of it?
On the webpage, sassersguideservice.com.
Don't forget a little bit of garlic in your
Yummy.
beans.
Oh, those are good.
Now I want you to look at this plate.
Pretty. I
Do
like
you know
it.
how long it took to do this? Not including the marinade,
20 minutes, half hour, not even that.
less than that.
That was
And I
quick.
want to look what you've got.
That looks good.
The smell that's coming off this is absolutely ridiculous. So what we did in a very short amount of time was bring a beautiful dish. Now, say you're going camping. So say you're going to a state park and you know it's 3 hours away.
Right.
So you get your marinade going 3 hours ahead of time.
Take it with you.
Boom, set your charcoals out while you're unpacking, get ready to go. Set everything on there,
Yep.
boom. And you can pack these with you.
Yeah.
You don't want to pack it like that.
Right. But they
You
also
might have issues.
they had grills at all the parks have grills too.
They do.
That was nice
most
too,
Most
yes.
of the cabins have grills, and
Yum.
So look at what we've got, Mrs.
Can we
Foreman.
eat it?
We can.
Oh, that looks good. Wow.
Got a little bite
That's
from the
good.
vinegar. Part of the deal with the marinade is that it starts to break it down. It tenderizes your meat, so the longer it sits in that marinade, the more it breaks the meat
It
down.
really did.
So it's going to be tender as it goes. You need to get you some small cast iron
Right.
that you can put on top here so you can cook whatever. Your side's right here.
Right.
So you're doing a meat and a side. And then our starches over here. We had our rice pre-done.
Right.
So look what you got in 0 amount of time.
How is it?
It's beautiful.
Those are good. Nice and crunchy still. I
I
like that.
the crunch. If you
Oh,
want to get
yum.
them done, you can get them done. We like them a little al dente.
I like the crunch to them.
We talked earlier about the striper. If you have some white, firm flesh fish that's delicious,
Right.
like striper, and you want to make a dish to impress your friends, we have a friend who doesn't like fish.
That's right.
And
Lisa.
I said, can I do something here to make her like fish? This is what you would get at a fancy restaurant and pay a bunch of money for, but you can do it right in your own home, on your back porch in this case. Let's check out some fish.
She was just in Spain and she said yours was better. There you go.
Striper.
Yeah, they had like a white
Right here in
fish.
Kentucky.
That's right.
They're everywhere. Go catch you some, and then let's eat. Striper, striped bass.
Okay.
Some people call them rock bass, call them all sorts of things, but really it's a striped bass. So these are fish that are saltwater.
Okay.
You can catch them people catch them in Chesapeake Bay, they catch them in California, but they will come in and back and forth out of freshwater. Years ago, the Department of Fish and Wildlife went to Santee Cooper. Hope Carlton, one of the first hosts for Kentucky Afield, was one of the guys who went down and caught them by rod and reel, put them in a truck,
Really?
brought them back to Kentucky. Is that
That's
not
how we got
cool?
striper.
That's how we got striper.
Okay.
Now we have them down below the dams. We have them in the lakes, but in Cumberland, you got a bumper crop. Now I was supposed to go fishing with Roddy the other day.
That got ruined, didn't it?
We talked about that last
Yeah.
week. Came home at 10:30 after a birthday party. I was supposed to get up at 2.
Right.
We had sheep looking at us.
No dogs,
Millie,
gone.
Maggie, gone. My trip,
Got ruined.
gone.
But he got to go without you.
You got to go with that. The important thing is right here, the
Right.
fish. So my goal today is, now Roddy and Lisa aren't huge fish fans.
Okay.
So what I'm going to try to do is make them really enjoy striper. Now some people say, well, striper, it's a little strong, this, that, or the other. I'm going to make them something I think they're going to like. A restaurant quality grade striper.
Yum.
Right here, and it's fairly easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this big bag of striper. I'm going to let you open that, Mrs. Farmer. And I'm going to cut me some
Wow.
little squares like restaurant size. Here's some pictures of Roddy and his son Jackson with their beautiful fish that they caught.
And now we get dinner.
Now we get dinner. Look at this. Look at this.
That's a nice fish.
Now,
That's good looking fish.
so I'm going to take a little bit of flour. Okay. You know where we're going, don't
Yeah.
you, Miss Farmer? All right. Do you remember the recipe that I brought home to you from Maria,
That was amazing.
the nice lady who had the Greek?
She's Greek too. That's
She's
why it
Greek.
was so good.
Yeah, that's why it was good.
That's right.
And she was down around Radcliffe at the time. I think she's moved since then, but she had some a wonderful fish recipe that was a rosemary fish. Remember that with
That's
the red
really
wine
good.
vinegar?
So you're doing it kind of like that.
Not really.
Okay.
But that kind of inspired this recipe. So what we're going to do is take some olive oil. We're going to put in this pan, and we're just going to dredge that lightly in the flour, salt and pepper, and just drop that in there. And we're going to put these, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes per side to get them nice and brown. Don't you think it's a good idea to say, okay, if you've taken a deer or you've taken a fish, now here's a recipe that you can use to make this taste really good.
Right.
And that's where my old buddy Raoul Dupree came in handy. French chef who showed me a lot of cool stuff. That's what you want it to look like. Isn't that beautiful? Look how, isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
You don't want to overdo it. You want it to have some moisture inside. You want it to be flaky, but you don't want it to be underdone. All right, now we're going to take this off and set it aside. It's still going to cook internally while it's sitting over here.
All those
Shallot and garlic. We did 2 large shallots
and 3 cloves.
and 3 cloves because we like our garlic. Do you smell that?
Smells good.
Again, you don't want to burn your garlic because it gets bitter. Now we're just going to get that nice translucent. You know when it's done.
Smells good.
Doesn't it though? Mm-hmm. Look at that fish sitting over there. Doesn't it look good just
It
by
does look
itself?
good.
All right, now we're going to take a half a cup of wine. Stir that in a little bit. Let that reduce. Okay, Mrs. Farmer, if you don't mind getting me about a half a cup of lemon juice prepared. All right, at this point, when that's reduced down and see most of the wine is cooked out of there,
Yeah.
we're going to take that other half a cup of wine. We're going to put it in there. Let's put a little salt and pepper
Right.
for flavor. We're gonna take about a half a cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice.
Smells good.
All right, so now we're gonna reduce this down. Now all those scrapies that were in the pan, we left them in there.
Those are good.
That's good stuff. Now we're gonna come back with just a tad, yes, of your favorite hot sauce.
You
Just
gotta have
boom,
hot sauce, don't you?
Boom, just a bit. So it does something. I don't know what
Okay.
it is. And some Worcestershire sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, tad of that.
Right?
All right, after that has reduced just a hair, we're gonna put 1/2 cup
Yum.
of heavy whipping cream. No
That
calories.
looks good.
Look at that.
And how about the butter? Must have no calories.
2 sticks of butter.
Wow, are you serious?
Yep, and here's what we're gonna do, Mrs. Farmer, if you
Right.
will. Take about 1 tablespoon at a time. We're just gonna start melting that in here.
Okay.
This is not rich and creamy or anything.
No.
It's a little bit at a time. Now we're gonna prepare some tomatoes. We're just gonna dice those real small for our final presentation here. All right, Nikki, if you will, a little more butter.
Okay.
Keep bringing that in. We're almost ready. Now we're gonna take these 2 pieces of fish right here. Dip it in
You
there.
love it,
a little bit.
Lisa?
Get you some-
No, I like it. You're good. I'm surprised.
Wow. You're surprised.
Because I don't like fish.
All right, let's try it, Nikki. It's been a while since we've had this. Mrs. Farmer, that was delicious, was it not?
I can't wait to finish it up.
Quick and easy. You know, you can do so many vegetable dishes on the side. We've done, say you didn't have any beans, but you have broccoli.
Right.
Or cauliflower.
Or zucchini you could throw in there. That'd be delicious.
Zucchini,
Yeah.
onions, butter.
Yum.
What else do you need? Maybe
Right.
a little seasoning on there and you're good to go. I'm telling you what, it's quick and easy. We have quick and easy recipes,
Yes, we do.
87,000 of them. Where would you
Million.
find those, Mrs. Farmer?
I go to timfarmerscountrykitchen.com.
You would not.
I would.
I do too,
Okay.
because I forget how much
I
stuff
do
I put.
too. I do too.
You know, the interesting thing about our show is that I never measured anything in my life. And Kelly said, we got to tell these people what the recipes
Right,
are.
they wanna know
so
the
she
measurements.
made me do explicit ingredients.
Which is good, because then I can do it later. I like that.
Exactly. And sometimes I forget. It was really good that time because, you know,
Right.
things change. While you're looking for recipes, timfarmerscountrykitchen.com, go to YouTube,
Okay.
click on shows,
Oh.
and you'll see
You go-
80 billion shows on there that you can look at.
Wow, that's a lot of
And we have a
shows.
whole lot of folks from all over the world that watch that.
Right.
And if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. That'll let you know when
Right.
a new video comes out. You know what else we like? We like the fact that we just went up to 50,000 friends on Facebook. You know how
Wow.
they did that? How do you become a friend on Facebook?
You hit like.
Boom, and you're in. We talk to folks. Sometimes we're gone, sometimes
Right.
we're on the go, but we will get back. And if we can answer your question, we'll try to do that. We talked to lots of nice folks on there.
Yeah,
We have shared recipes. Mondays, get on and show us what you made.
Right.
We like to see that. And if we happen to use one of your recipes, or you send us one, we'll mention your name.
I like good recipes.
Just hit like. You're on. And Miss Farmer, that time has come. Believe it or not, our half hour is up. So what's that mean? It's all about
Good times
good friends.
and look good eats. Let's eat.
Let's eat the rest
I'm
of
ready
it.
to eat.
To order a cookbook, please call 502-319-0487 or email timfarmerck@gmail.com.